This video is going to show you an example of how to take a mind map and turn it into a sequential outline. Okay, and so what I've done is I've just opened up on my screen an example of a mind map. This is the example out of the book. It's figure 6-7 in the book. And then I open up a Word document. Now, you can do this in a Word document, or you could do this on notebook paper or summary paper. For the ease of the video, though, I will be doing it on the Word document. So when I'm taking my information from my map and I'm changing it into an outline, first thing I want to do is I want to find the main idea. Now, this figure, 6-7, is a random approach to a mind map. So you can tell that it's very visual, okay? Now, for me, I'm more of a sequential learner, and so when I look at that mind map, it's very hard for me to read and understand. So that's why I might take that mind map and now switch it into an outline that's going to be easier for me to understand. So when I look, my main idea is usually going to be somewhere in the middle of that document. So here I find it's standing out more, and so my main idea is style. And I'm going to increase the size of my font on here just to make it a little bit easier for you to read. Okay, so that is my main idea, overall idea. Okay, now from there, I'm going to hit enter. And now I'm going to go off on my subtopics. And so you can see from style, I go here, I go here, I go here, and I go here. Okay, so I'm just going to choose one. I'm going to choose, let's go off to this one first. And so I'm going to go off to dress. Now, for me, I like to use symbols. You could use letters for your next subtopic, or you could use numbers. Again, it just depends on what you are comfortable with. So in Microsoft Word, it's pretty easy. I'm just going to actually choose a bullet, and so I'm going to choose, just click on bullets. You could do this drop-down arrow if you wanted to choose a new type of bullet, but I'm going to just stick with what the default is. Okay, so it adds my subtopic, and then I'm going to type in dress. Okay, again, what I'm going to do, I hit enter, and now from dress, I'm going to go from there. And so here I see from there, it's going to random. Now, random goes underneath dress. It's a subtopic of dress. So here, once I hit enter, I'm going to press tab on my keyboard, and now that moves my bullet point to be underneath dress. And so I'm going to type random, and I'm going to hit enter. And now after random, it goes into some different topics or sub information from random. So again, now what I would need to do is I'd need to press my tab key to go underneath random. Okay, so I'm going to type in my vibrant colors. Now this is the same sub information from random. I'm going to type relaxed. And then again, actually I think that is one, not two, relaxed. Fashion, relaxed fashion. Okay, so now I'm done with this subtopic of random. Okay, now when I press enter, a trick for this, when I press enter, it puts in that next bullet underneath, but I actually need to come out one underneath dress to sequential. Okay, so I would want sequential to line up with random, not line up here. Now, if I press my backspace, it just deletes that bullet point, and that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to press enter, and this time I'm going to do shift and my tab key at once. When I hold down my shift and my tab key at one time, it moves the bullet back one. Okay, so now I'm going to type sequential. So I'm moving on to that second subtopic after dress. Okay, and then from sequential, I'm going to add in the sub information underneath sequential. So I'm going to press my tab key, and here I have boring colors, and then it also says sets. They dress in sets. Okay. Now, I am done with this whole part on dress. I've filled in all of that information into an outline form. So now I'm going to go to my next subheading from style, and I'm going to go to this one next. I'm going to go to lecture. So again, I'm going to need to move my bullet points. So I'm going to do Shift Tab. Now this, if I leave it like this, I'm still under my dress topic, and that's not what I want to do. I want to do a new subtopic. So I need to do my Shift Tab one more time. Now I'm underneath my style. Okay, so I'm going to say lecture and enter. And now I'm going to go off of lecture. Here I have random and sequential again. So I'm going to start with my random again. So I'm going to tab in and random, hit enter. This is a subtitle from random. Okay, so let's see here. This is a little bit harder to read. I have stories, humor, and it looks like digress. And so what they mean by digress is they go all over the place. Okay? So those, it looks like those are the three that go with my random. Okay, now I need to do my sequential, my subtopic under lecture. So I'm going to do my Shift Tab again, and I'm going to do sequential. I'm going to hit enter and tab, and I only have one thing on my under my sequential. It says single train of thought. Now it also says with no, and so here they're just saying with no stories, humor, or digression. I could put that, but I think this answers that whole part. So I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to go to my next subtopic after style. So again, I need to Shift Tab out 1 and 2. My next subtopic is questions. Hit enter and tab in. Let's start with random again. Ooh, this one is really hard to read. Okay, so from random, okay, here we go. I am going to tab underneath random. So here they are asking questions like, what do you think? Applied. Why answers. Or new opinions. You kind of got to read sideways on that one. Okay, now I'm going to go to my sequential. So I'm going to Shift Tab and type in my sequential. And things that fall under my sequential. Okay, so under my sequential I have details and facts. And then it also says one answer, no opinions. Okay, so I'm done with my question subtitle. And now I'm going to go to my last one, my behavior. So Shift Tab, and I'm going to do behavior. Again, I'm going to start with my random, tab underneath my random, and I have expressive hand gestures. I have up and down voice, fun color, learning students on the floor. Okay, that was all for my random. So now I'm going to Shift Tab and type in my sequential. And underneath my sequential, here they just have a picture, so I have to kind of figure out what that picture is. So to me, that's saying standing at a podium. They're teaching from a podium. Here it says black and white, or 1, 2, 3 step. Monotone voice. Students all in place. So it looks like they're sitting in their rows there. Okay, so I'm just going to, I'm done taking all of my information off of my mind map and putting it into an outline form. So I'm going to go ahead and maximize that. And I'm going to make my page a little smaller so that you can see this now is my outline form. So this has the same information that was on that mind map, but now, here's my mind map. Now it's going to be in an outline form in Word. Now, for me as a sequential learner, this is a lot easier for me to read and study from. Okay, so this would benefit me. Now, you are going to do the same thing with that mind map activity. So in class, you got a picture of a mind map. You are now going to take that mind map and you are going to put it into outline form like I did. You have two options. You can do that in Microsoft Word, or you can do it on a piece of paper. Totally up to you. If you have any questions, make sure that you email me.